And then next, we are going to talk about Japanese tea culture. Japanese tea is famous too. But do you know that Japanese people mainly drink green tea? Green tea is the most popular and prevalent kinds of tea in Japan. So let's explore more about Japanese tea culture. Japanese tea culture is not only a drink. Japanese tea is not only drinks, but also a very important, you can say, ritual practice for them. And it's a tradition, no doubt about it. And as to its historic background, tea actually started in Japan in Tang Dynasty, about 8th to 9th century. And it was introduced to Japan through Buddhist monks. And later on, like 12th century, powder green tea, like we say, powder green tea matcha. Matcha became popular among samurai class. So a lot of fighters, they drank green tea to boost their energy and then keep concentrated. Okay, so tea culture gradually developed into famous Japanese tea ceremony. A couple years ago, I went to Uji. Do you know Uji? Uji is a region producing a lot of green tea, not far from Kyoto, famous for tea and then also tea ceremony. So I attended tea ceremony and that was very fantastic. So next I want to talk about Japanese tea ceremony. So the most important part for Japanese tea ceremony is one time, one meeting. In Japanese, it's called ichigo ichie. In our language, we say ichi ihui. I love it very much. So the meaning of it is you have to cherish every moment, every time, every encounter, every person you meet in your life. So you just treat them or you offer the best to them to show your hospitality because you don't know when you will see them again. So this is the concept in Japanese tea ceremony. So it is really not like the tea we have in Taiwan. It's a ritual. It's a ceremony. So the essential principle of Japanese tea ceremony is harmony, very important, purity, tranquility, and then respect. So during Japanese tea ceremony, you cannot talk. You have to be quiet and appreciate the surrounding. So you will sit on tatami, and then on the wall, you will see calligraphy, beautiful calligraphy, and the flower arrangement, and a tea master makes tea for you. So in a very elegant and a smooth way. So you are not supposed to talk, traditionally. So you just cherish the atmosphere, especially focus on the tranquility, purity, and then the respect to the nature, to people who you encountered. So it's totally different from interesting is the tea master. Japanese tea masters, actually it takes a long time for them to become masters because they not only know how to brew tea, make tea for you, they have to know the temperature, the procedures, and then they are also a very good at calligraphy, writing, and then flower arrangement. So normally a tea master is also tea florist. So it takes them maybe 20 years or even more to become a tea master. So we have to show our respect to their knowledge and also their dedication to tea culture. Now I want to talk about types of Japanese tea. So as I mentioned earlier, Japanese people mainly drink green tea. So it includes the most famous matcha. Matcha is mainly for tea ceremony. And then they use this kind of tea bowl, not small teacup, they use tea bowl. And according to different seasons, they will have different tea bowl like this. And in the winter time, they may have snow and with Fuji mountain. And in the springtime, you will see flower patterns, on the surface. And in the summertime, you will see trees, beautiful trees, etc. And in the autumn, you will see maple trees, on the bowl. So they use different kinds of tea bowl according to different seasons. And they use this kind of bamboo whisk. And the green tea powder we call matcha. Okay, so they will just whisk, and with right temperature. Normally for green tea, they use the temperature less than like 80 to 85 degrees Celsius. And once they are done, they will turn the tea bowl 3 times. 1, 2, 3, until the guests see the beautiful, patterns of flower, and then they serve tea for you. So once you finish your tea drinking, you turn it back, and then, return it back to the tea master. So the reason why they do it is they want to show you the most beautiful part for them, because that is part of one time, one meeting, ichigo, ichie. So they want to show you and then offer you the best, the hospitality they can offer. Okay, so that is matcha. It is rich, flavor and the bright green color. Some people like matcha ice cream, popular, especially among young people. And the next one is senja. Senja is more for daily use, senja. And they have deep or light senja. So like my friend, she likes deep senja. And the color will be a little bit, browner. And the next one, famous one, is gyukuro. So we call that yulu. Yulu, it's a little bit like our oolong, but without fermentation. So the color is much, much greener and really fresh. And for this kind of tea, gyokuro, it's more expensive. More like, for tea lovers. Tea lovers will drink this instead of senja or other kinds of tea. And the last part I want to talk about is hojija. Hojija is common. If you go to 7-Eleven or a Family Mart, you see bottled drink, and then green tea, like from Japan, it's hojija. Okay, so hojija is roasted green tea. Unlike senja is steam. It's a steam green tea. And hojija is roasted. So the color is a little bit browner than senja, and with a very warm color and brown, and also the flavor is mild. Some people like it very much. They even have 1 bottle of hojija every day to enjoy their day. So that's about Japanese tea culture.